stuck on that.
Yeah.
I mean, we are getting audio to the camera, for sure.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Now we know what has to be done. Yeah, I don't think that would be a big problem. I may have to reduce the screen even further. You see, I'm not even. I'm not
Union has won the pregame coin toss. They have elected to receive captains for Wilmington. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for your Wilmington College football Quakers. Your Wilmington captains for today: Cole Brooks, Kyle Davis, Nick Williams, and Jason Phillips. Captains for Mount Union: Hank Spencer, Therese Scott, also Tom Lally, and Austin Downing.
Right. All right. We should be up along the network now. Everything's connected. Yeah, we've been recording. So we've been trying to work some problems out here. We wanted to use our content delivery network and try to stream today's game between Mount Union and Wilmington, and we're having bandwidth limitations as far as being able to pull the stream up. So we're going back to strictly our audio stream, and of course we will, as always, have super HD video tomorrow on our website, campusnation.com. AJ, you want to go ahead and say a few things before we get the kickoff here?
Well, number one team in the land here taking on the Wilmington Fighting Quakers as Mount Union will get the ball to begin today's activities as Rug is going to kick it off for the Quakers, and we're underway here from Townsend Field. Fielded at the 5-yard line, taken out across the 15, across the 20, the 25, the 30, the 35, 40, 45, across midfield, and finally shoved out of bounds across the Wilmington 45 to the Wilmington 44. On the return was number 21, Lewis Berry. And we are now going to see the number one teams in the land offense coming out on the field as Mount Union undefeated this season, Rick. They are 6-0 on the year, 5-0 in OAC play. Wilmington is 1-5.
First and 10 for Mount Union. Line of scrimmage will be the Wilmington 44-yard line.
We'll have Scott in the shotgun to begin the game with his running back Mitchell on his right side. 3 receivers far side left, 1 near side right. On first and 10, read option. Pulled out by Scott, and Scott is going to be brought down after gaining just a yard to the 43-yard line. We'll have a second down and 9. Good play by the Wilmington defense. Scott found no running room up the middle, tried to bounce it outside, but Wilmington's defense was there ready for him. Second down and 9 yards to go now for the Purple Raiders. Scott in the gun, 3 receivers near side right, 1 far side left. This time, Scott's going to pass, a quick pass that's completed across the middle to number 3, Roman Namdar.
Pass is completed to
and he's going to pick up a first down
for the Purple Raiders
after a gain of 10 yards to the Wilmington 33-yard line.
Results in a first down for the Purple Raiders. Line of scrimmage will be the 33-yard line.
Now we'll have trips out to the left side. 1 receiver over here on the near side right. Pistol formation for Scott. Scott takes the snap. Another read option. Now he's going to throw a swing pass out to the far side, which is completed to number 14, Tim Kennedy.
Pass completed on the far side of the field to number 14, Tim Kennedy.
And Kennedy's going to pick up about 6 yards. Second down and 4 yards to go. Ball on the Wilmington 27-yard line. Scott takes the snap. Now he's going to hand it off this time to a speedy tailback, changing his field.
Number 1, Bradley Mitchell.
And Mitchell gets it out inside the 20 to the 19-yard line for another Mount Union first down. And he's coming up hopping off to the sideline of the field.
Line of scrimmage will be the 19-yard line, first and 10.
The new running back into the ball game now. Number 34, Nemeth. And the read option, Scott's going to pull it out, keeping himself. He's at the 15, the 10, the 5, and Scott's going to take it into pay dirt for a Mount Union touchdown to open up the ball game.
the Purple Raiders.
Mount Union takes an early 6-0 lead with 13-14 left to go in the first quarter of play as we await the point after a touchdown. Lining up like they're going to go for two. Now they're going to go into the original PAT formation, number 80, Antel.
Touchdown number 80, Jake Antel.
In to attempt the PAT. The snap's down, the kick's up end over end, and we've got a 7-0 Mount Union lead with 13-14 left to go in our first quarter of play here from Townsend Field at Williams Stadium, as the Quakers will get their first chance on offense to try to tie things up. As the number one team in the land, the Mount Union Purple Raiders have a 7-0 lead against the Wilmington College Quakers.
WilmingtonQuakers.com. All the latest Quaker athletic information is available, including schedules, rosters, statistics, game scores, and features, besides constantly updated. Again, check out the Wilmington College Athletics website at www.WilmingtonQuakers.com.
Gino Hinton and number 81, Justin Lee, back to receive the kickoff.
Dropping back to receive
number 80, Antel.
Gino Hinton and number 81, Justin Lee. In kicking formation for Mount Union, Austin Downing.
Number 81 into a kick this one away. And there's the kick. Justin Lee will move up to the 9, field the kick, takes that across the 15, across the 20, and he's not going to get very far after that. He gets it out to the 23-yard line, where the Quakers will have their first offensive possession of the ball game. Starting at quarterback today for Wilmington is a number change, number 2, Brandon Mitchell, the sophomore, who was a quarterback last year for the Quakers, was transformed into a wide receiver and now back at quarterback. Chase Manica will be in at tailback. A Royal Wright and Justin Lee lined up over here near side left, 2 receivers far side right. And the shotgun, now Lee going in motion. Mitchell takes a snap. He's going to drop back the pass. He's going to go deep for a Royal Wright to open their first offensive possession. Incomplete. Number 26 was on coverage for Mount Union, Nick Rodriguez.
Incomplete.
Threw it a little short. The fans wanted a pass interference call, but didn't get one. 2nd down and 10 for the Quakers now. Manica lined up on the right side of Mitchell in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers, 2 on each side. Mitchell takes a snap, hands it off to Manica, and he's stuffed. Maybe got a yard to the 24. It'll be 3rd and 9 for Wilmington. They need to get it to the 33-yard line to pick up a first down.
Chase Manica on the carry for the Quakers.
Four wide again, and the shotgun is Mitchell. Manica lined up on the right side for 3rd down and 9. Takes a snap as Mitchell, dropping back the pass. He's going to fire and overthrow a Royal Wright by a mile, incomplete. 4th down, and Wilmington's going to have to punt this one away. Coming in to punt it is number 87, Cole Volts.
Falls incomplete. As a result of the play, the Quakers will be facing 4th down. Dropping back in punt formation, number 87, Cole Volts.
Volts will be in to kick this one away to number 44, Alarms. There's the snap. Volts hits a line drive punt that'll take a bounce at the Mount 45 and picked up at the 35, and he'll run out of bounds at midfield. There's a penalty flag down at the 40 of Mount Union. Probably a block in the back.
Turning the punt was
we'll wait the call from the official down on the field.
Penalty flag on the play.
We've got so much traffic.
That's good.
That's great. Now we just have to make sure that we got more bandwidth. And there's lights our site is crashing. We got so much traffic going to our website.
That's a good problem.
So there was no penalty. So Mountain Union will begin on their own 49-yard line for their second drive of the game with 12:15 to go in the first quarter. We have two receivers lined up near side right, one far side left. Scott takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to number 34. That was Nemeth, and Nemeth gets it across the midfield strike to the Wilmington 49 for a gain of 2, second down and 8. Upcoming for the number 1 team, Purple Raiders of Mount Union. NCAA Division III runner-up last year, losing a heartbreaking overtime game to Wisconsin Whitewater.
Well, AJ, obviously, we're flying blind in as much as it appears that we don't have anything coming up on our website.
All right, Scott pulls it down to run it, and he's going to be brought down at the line of scrimmage by number 54, David Henry. We've got third down and 8 upcoming for the Purple Raiders. And as long as we're recording, we'll be fine.
Well, we obviously have audio and video, but we don't know how many people are connecting to the website and actually getting the stream.
Right.
Because it just happened before game time, so I can only imagine.
Strike across the middle for Scott. He completes it to number 83, Wilson.
Pass is completed to Octavian Wilson.
I know during the homecoming game we had about 275 live connected viewers, so I don't know today. There must be an awful lot of Mount Union interest in hitting our website. So some of you may be getting the broadcast, some of you may be unlucky not being able to connect.
Right. First and 10, ball on the 36 of Wilmington for Mount Union after picking up a first down on third down. Now Scott, play action, rolling out, firing. This one's completed over on the far side to number 8. Hargrove.
Completed to number 8, Jordan Hargrove.
And I believe there's a penalty flag down on the field at the 31-yard line.
The penalty flag on the play. Penalty flag on the field.
So actually our stream that we were doing with the switcher may not have been a problem.
Right.
It may have just been the fact that I was getting very, very slow response from the website. The website obviously is being overloaded probably between the interest in last night's Wilmington high school game and obviously today's Wilmington College game.
We had an ineligible receiver downfield. That's a 5-yard penalty against Mount Union that'll back him up to the Wilmington 41-yard line. First and 15. Mount Union leading 7-0 here early on with 10:35 and counting left to go in the first quarter. Offset pistol, 3 receivers to the far side left, 1 near side right. Scott to take the snap. Another read option. Nope, he hands it off this time to number 34, Nemeth.
The ball carrier for the Purple Raiders.
Nemeth gets it out across the original line of scrimmage to the Wilmington 33-yard line.
Tackle on the play by number 60.
Second down and 7 upcoming for the Purple Raiders. 2 receivers lined up far side left, 1 near side right. Scott in the pistol, Nemeth behind him. Nemeth will get the carry on the left side, off tackle. Gets it across the 30, and he's going to be stopped there at the 27-yard line.
Nemeth. Tackle on the play by the Quakers, number 6, Cody Riegelsberger.
Third down and a yard to go now for Mount Union. Trying to go up quickly by 2 scores. Scott in the shotgun formation takes a snap. Going to hand it off up the middle again for Nemeth, who's got a first down and more. Nemeth the 15, the 10, and he's down inside the 10 to the 6-yard line. We'll have a first and goal for the Mount Union Purple Raiders. Today could be Mount Union's 100th win as a college program. Shotgun again, they line up quickly here. Scott takes a snap, hands it off to Nemeth over on the left side, and he's only going to get a yard out to the 5. Number 45 on the tackle for Wilmington, Nick Williams.
Making the tackle for the Quakers.
Second down and goal.
Nick Williams.
Pistol formation. Nemeth behind Scott. Scott takes a snap, read option, pulls it out, penalty flag down, but Scott gets into the end zone for a touchdown. We'll see what the penalty flag is down on the field.
A touchdown, number 34, Logan Nemeth, but there is a penalty flag on the play.
That was Scotty scored. That was not.
Neutral zone infraction by Wilmington. The penalty is declined, and we'll have a touchdown for Mount Union as Scott took it in from 4 yards out.
That was Therese Scott taking it in for the touchdown. Penalty was declined by Mount Union. Play results in a touchdown.
And to attempt the PAT is Antel. Number 14, Kennedy, is the holder.
Coming onto the field for the point for touchdown, number 80, Jake Antel. The holder is number 14.
This will put Mount Union up 14-0. Snaps down, kick is up. And with 8 minutes and 41 seconds to go in our first quarter of play, the number 1 team, Mount Union, is leading the Wilmington College Quakers 14-0.
Raffling off a gift basket with part of the proceeds going to the Jenna Parlett Scholarship Fund. In addition, you can find an SAAC member collecting pennies for Parlett. Wilmington College would like to take this opportunity to recognize some special friends of the WC football program. They include Dreyer Physical Therapy, Beacon Orthopedic.
Rick's looking at some Division I college football scores on CBSSports.com. Bowling Green leading Kent State in the first quarter 14-0 with 3.5 minutes to go. Justin Lee and Gino Hinton will be back to receive the kickoff, as Antel will be in to kick this one away. 8:41 to go in our first quarter of play. Wilmington down 14-0 to number 1 Mount Union in our college football game this week. We got one more home game for Wilmington, which will be on November the 7th, as the Polar Bears of Ohio Northern come in to take on the Fighting Quakers. That's a 1:30 game, I believe, too.
I can't pull up our website to see the event calendar and tell you.
You're right. Gino Hinton fields it at the 19-yard line. He's got a hole on the outside and takes it out to the 30. Nice return by Gino. Official line of scrimmage will be the Wilmington 31-yard line. First down and 10 Quakers. They went 3 and out on their first drive and only gained 1 yard. Let's see if they can put together a better drive this time as Brandon Mitchell leads the troops out onto the field. Again, Brandon Mitchell's wearing number 2 today, and he's the starting quarterback after starting most of the year as wide receiver. Trips out near side left, one far side right. It's going to be a pitch to Manica, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield immediately at the 27-yard line. Loss of 4 yards, second down and 14 upcoming for the Quakers. And A.J. Ganger here with Rick Phillips and Rachel Hargrave on our camera. Our website may be crashing from all the traffic, which is funny. I thought that might happen last night. We were talking about, Mitchell bobbled the snap and his knee hit back at the 22. So now Wilmington backing up to be third down and long. They need to get it to their own 41-yard line to pick up a first down.
Down for Wilmington.
Four wide receivers for Mitchell, who's in the shotgun now. Third and long. Justin Lee coming in motion. Mitchell takes a snap, pump fakes, and he's going to run and get stopped at the 19-yard line. Nothing gained on that drive. We got fourth down, and Wilmington will have to punt this one away again.
Number 86, Mike Furda.
Number 14, Kennedy, will be in to field this punt from Cole Volts. Kennedy standing on his own 45-yard line. Volts
dropping back in punt formation.
Back on his 4.
Cole Volts.
Volts awaiting the snap. Nice snap. And this time, Volts hits a better punt. A Beautiful punt that takes a bounce at the 26, picked up by Kennedy at the 20. Takes it out across the 30, the 35, the 40, the 45, across midfield, 45, 40, jumps over a defender, and finally is dragged down inside Wilmington territory at the 27-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Purple Raiders on a great punt return. They're going to officially mark it at the Wilmington 30-yard line, where the Purple Raiders will take over with 6:34 left to go in our first quarter of play. Number 1 team in the nation's got a 14-0 lead over the Wilmington College Fighting Quakers here early on. Scott brings Mount Union back out onto the field. They spread the field in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Scott awaiting the snap. Takes the snap, drops back the pass. He's going to go deep, has a man open, and overshoots him, incomplete. Pass was intended for number 3, Namdar, and it's 2nd down and 10.
Pass was intended for Roman Namdar, falls incomplete.
That other picture's scary.
2nd down and 10 to go. Scott lining up in a pistol formation. 1 receiver far side left, 2 near side right. Takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Nemeth. He's across the 25, across the 20, and finally dragged down. And a late hit penalty is going to come in from that sideline.
On the carry for the Purple Raiders.
Frustration being shown by the Quakers right now. And it's going to cost them 15. Starkey was on the stop. They're laid in an automatic 1st down, which will move them, the Purple Raiders, to the 8-yard line, 9-yard line, 1st and goal. 2 receivers near side right, 1 far side left. Scott in the shotgun with Nemeth on his right. Takes a snap, going to float it in the end zone for a touchdown. Mount Union, pass completed to number 3,
on the touchdown,
Namdar, and it's a touchdown for the Purple Raiders.
Namdar.
There's no app, no website.
Extra point is up and good for Mountain Union. 6 minutes, 11 seconds to go in our first quarter of play. It's Mountain Union 21 and Wilmington 0 here live on CampusNation.com, the sports animal, your home for high school and college sports. And again, we're having some website issues right now with all of our traffic.
Yeah, and I don't know whether it's actually that it's refusing connections because it's already got too many connections, or whether it actually is just unavailable to everybody. But we are obviously recording our audio and our video, and it will be on our website when the website is available next.
Stay tuned for all the action. We apologize for anything.
We had during the Wilmington basketball game, we had 550 live connections. So obviously, what is that telling us?
Right. People are looking for probably the last night's game and this game here, being Mount Union playing Wilmington. You know, not every day you get the number 1 team in the country coming to your home city.
That's true.
Gino Hinton and Justin Lee are back to receive the kickoff from number 80, Jake Antel. And Antel's kickoff is a nice high kickoff that Justin Lee backs up to the 5 and takes it out across the 10, out across the 15, tries to get to the outside and is spun down at the 21-yard line, where Wilmington will take over. 1st down and 10. Wilmington did have at least 1 yard of offense on their first drive, and now they're in the negative department in yards this afternoon. Hopefully they can get some positive yards here and possibly put up a score. In a pistol formation is Brandon Mitchell. Trips out to the far side right, one near side left. Takes a snap, hands it off up the middle. This is number 5 on the carry, Eric Flynn.
Here for the Quakers, number 5, Eric Flynn.
Flynn takes it out to the 23 for a 2-yard gain. 2nd down and 8 upcoming for the Wilmington Fighting Quakers.
Making the stop for the Purple
Mitchell getting the
Raiders,
play
number
in
90,
from the
Tom
sideline.
Lally, assisted by Hank Spencer.
Justin Lee going in motion. Takes a snap as Mitchell drops back the pass under pressure, gets rid of it, looking for a royal right, and incomplete. He underthrew him. On coverage was number 26.
For a royal right falls incomplete.
Looks like he was hit right after he got rid of that ball.
Oh yeah, there was tons of pressure coming in from that defensive line. 3rd and 8 upcoming for the Quakers now. 5:24 left to go in our first quarter. 21-0 Mount Union in the lead early on. Four wide receivers, 2 on each side. Flynn goes to the left side of Mitchell. Now Justin Lee goes in motion. Takes a snap as Mitchell from the gun. It's a screen pass to Flynn, who catches it and is tackled right away by number 90.
Brandon Mitchell's pass completed to Eric
Tom Lally.
Play will result in 4th down.
4th down and 4 upcoming for the Quakers.
Punt formation.
Yeah, much too deep in their territory to consider going for it.
Cole Volz will be in for his 3rd punt of the ball game.
Hopefully we'll have a little better coverage on this punt.
I think Kennedy, number 14, is back to receive it. He's standing on his own 35-yard line. Volz had a great punt last time, but it was, like Rick said, it was a return for a long gain.
Which set up their last touchdown.
Right. High snap. Volz pulls it down, gets rid of it just in time. Another high punt. It takes a bounce, and it'll go out of bounds at the 23, at the 25-yard line, where Mount Union will start in their worst starting field position of the day on their own 25.
Yeah, now that was a much more effective punt there since it went out of bounds.
I think, if you were smart, angle it out of bounds more often.
Right.
4:31 left to go in our first quarter of play. Mountain Union 21, Wilmington 0. Scott comes back out on the field with Mount Union's offense. 4 wide receivers, 2 on each side in a pistol formation. Now Kennedy goes in motion. Scott awaiting the snap. Takes the snap, hands it off up the middle. Number 27 was on the carry. Baldwin.
Ball carrier for the Purple Raiders.
He gets it out across the 30 to the 32.
And on the stop for Wilmington, Jason Phillips.
Excuse me, that was Jamal Johnson on the carry, number 27. 2nd and 3. Scott takes a snap. He'll hand it off to Johnson again up the middle. Takes it out across the 35 to the 36 for a Purple Raider first down.
Once again is Jamal Johnson. And on the stop for Wilmington, Tequan Scott. Also assisting on the tackle, Darren Milligan.
Trips out to the near side right, 1 receiver far side left. And the pistol is Scott with Johnson behind him on 1st and 10. Takes a snap. Play action. Now rolling out to his right is Scott. Throws it over the middle. It's completed to number 14, Kennedy, who's off to the races. Tiptoeing down the sideline. Dives into the end zone for a Purple Raider touchdown.
Take it into the end zone.
74 yards on that pitch and catch from Scott to Kennedy.
That was a nice dive there at the end to make sure that he stayed in bounds.
Yes, it was. And it's a touchdown, so with 3:32 left to go in the first quarter, the Purple Raiders are about to go up by 28, petting this extra point. Antel in to attempt the PAT with Kennedy as the holder. Snaps down, kick is up end over end, and it is a Mount Union 28 and Wilmington 0 with 3:32 left to go in our first quarter of play.
As consulting physicians for the Cincinnati Reds and your Wilmington College Quakers, Chiropractic Care is your premier chiropractic provider for sports medicine and spinal rehabilitation.
And if anyone is listening to us live, we're live on campusnation.com, the sports animal. Your home for high school and college sports. I'm AJ Ganger with Rick Phillips and Rachel Hargrave on our video, which will be available tomorrow afternoon. And don't forget to check out our website if you can get on it later today for the Wilmington Clinton Massey Instant Classic from last night. Massey winning 29-28.
Yeah, that video should be available around 6 o'clock. Chris, I've got to take Rachel down south somewhere, Morrow or wherever, so we'll just have to wait to see. But sometime tonight.
Gino Hinton and Justin Lee back to receive the kickoff from Antel. Actually, this is number 91 kicking this one off. Austin Downey. And the ball blew off the tee. We do have some wind. It's very overcast here this afternoon. It was sprinkling a little bit. I know it rained here earlier in the morning.
Heidelberg 21, Marietta 7. 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. Baldwin Wallace 14, Otterbein nothing, 4 minutes in the first quarter.
And there's the kickoff from Downey. That is going to go to Justin Lee. Fields it at the 12. Takes it across the 15. Trying to find space on the outside and finds none, but he takes it across the 20 to the 22-yard line where the Quakers will take over. First down and 10.
Justin Lee. Here's a look at the scoreboard in the OAC. Games in progress in the first quarter. Baldwin Wallace leading Otterbein 14-0. Also in the first quarter, Heidelberg 21, Marietta 7. In the second quarter, Ohio Northern leads Muskingum 14-0. First and 10, Wilmington, line of scrimmage to 22.
Braden Mitchell coming back out onto the field. Flynn as the tailback. 4 wide receivers. Flynn moving to the right side of Mitchell. First and 10. Showing blitz his mount. They pull back. The pass is completed to Justin Lee, who made a spectacular catch on the far side. He gets it across the 25
on the far side of the field was
to the 27. Nice pickup for Wilmington of 6 yards, second down and about 4. Mitchell getting the play in from the sideline. Trips out near side left. 1 receiver far side right. Flynn on the right side of Mitchell in the gun. Now Justin Lee going in motion. Mitchell takes the snap, looking to pass, pulls it down, and he's going to be sacked back at the 25-yard line.
Brandon Mitchell taken down on the play by the Purple Raiders. In on the stop for the Purple Raiders.
Player was shaken up for Mount Union. Number 86, Ferda. And now it'll be 3rd and 7 for the Fighting Quakers. Mitchell gets to play in from the sideline. 4 wide receivers, 2 on each side. Lee going in motion. Takes the snap. It's a straight pass and over the head of a Royal Right, incomplete. 4th down, and Wilmington's going to have to punt
Brandon
again.
Mitchell's pass intended for a Royal Right falls incomplete. That will bring up 4th down for the Quakers. Dropping back in punting formation is Cole Volz.
Volz will be in to punt this one away as Kennedy is standing on his own 35-yard line. I think it's starting to rain out there, Rick. Low snap. Volz gets it away, though. A nice punt again that takes a bounce at the 38 and goes out there. where Mount Union will take over on their own 38-yard line with 2 minutes 11 seconds to go in our first quarter of play. Mount Union leading 28-0 over the Wilmington Fighting Quakers. Mount Union ranked number 1 in Division III in all major polls.
Well, as long as it stays off the windows and doesn't come into the press box, we're fine.
Exactly.
That is the rain, of course.
Scott in the pistol formation with 2 receivers near side right, 1 far side left. Takes the snap, hands it off to Nemeth, who's back in the ballgame at tailback. Spins off a tackler. He gets across the 45 to the 47-yard line for a gain of 9, 2nd and 1.
Purple Raiders making the stop for the Quakers was C.J. Thompson.
It looks like some of the fans are headed for some cover of some type.
Yeah, it's very windy out. I think there's another hurricane that's coming through. Scott takes a snap, drops back the pass, has a man wide open deep down the field. It's completed, and he's going to be brought down inside the 10. Number 11 was on the catch.
Pass is completed to number 8,
Scott.
Jordan Hargrove.
Nope, excuse me, that was Hargrove on the catch. Number 8.
Now for the Purple Raiders,
First and goal to go on the 7-yard line. Purple Raiders hurrying back to the line of scrimmage. Scott in the shotgun takes the snap, hands it off to Nemeth, and Nemeth is going to scamper in for a 7-yard touchdown.
Into the end zone for the touchdown, number 34, Logan Nemeth.
Mount Union about to go up by 5 touchdowns. Antel in to attempt the PAT as Kennedy will be the holder. Kicks up and good. 1:24 left to go in our first quarter of play. It is Mount Union 35, Wilmington 0.
Wilmington College would like to take this opportunity to welcome football recruits and their families on hand for today's game. We hope you enjoy the game as well as their visit to Wilmington College. Please remember to purchase your raffle tickets from the Student Athlete Advisory Committee as they are raffling off a gift basket with a part of the proceeds going to the Jen Parlett Scholarship Fund. In addition, you can find an SAAC member collecting pennies for Parlett as well.
Justin Lee and Gino Hinton will be back to receive the kickoff from number 91 Downey. 35-0, number 1 Mount Union up against Wilmington. 1:24 to go in our first quarter of play. Line drive kick. Takes a bounce, and Justin Lee will pick it up at the 13. Coming out here to the right side. Got a block and a hold. Justin Lee gets it out across the 40-yard line, and there's a hold going to be called against Wilmington. Guilty party is number 9, Terrell Starkey.
27.
So it was a good return by Justin Lee that's going to be negated, and Wilmington's going to be backed up to their own 19-yard line where they'll take over. First down and 10. Trips out to the near side left, 1 receiver far side right. In the shotgun is Mitchell. Now Justin Lee going in motion. Takes a snap, hands it off to Chase Manica, and he's stuffed at the line of scrimmage. No gains, 2nd and 10.
Number 30 on the carry, Chase Manica for the Quakers. In on the tackle, number
60
99,
seconds
Mike
left to
Liddell.
go in our first quarter of play.
Start the floor down, right?
Rain coming down hard. Justin Lee goes in motion. Mitchell takes the snap from the shotgun. Under pressure, rolling out to his right. Throws deep down the field. Pretty much throws that one away. He was trying to get it to number 25, Foy. Should have just took off and ran with that one. You would have got some positive yardage.
Mitchell's pass
3rd and
intended
10.
on the far side of the field for Shane Foy is incomplete.
35 seconds left to go in our first quarter. Wilmington needs to get it out to the 29-yard line to pick up a first down on 3rd and 10. Four wide receivers in the shotgun is Mitchell. Manica on his right side. Awaiting the snap. 10 seconds on the play clock. Takes the snap. Mitchell drops back to pass under a lot of pressure. Gets away from it. Just throws it up. A Royal Right is there. He makes the catch. First down, Quakers into Purple Raider territory to the 40-yard line. First down, Wilmington.
Nice pickup there.
That was a nice pass. Dangerous pass thrown by Brandon Mitchell, just throwing it up there, but he had a great receiver in a Royal Right waiting for that ball to fall right into his lap, and it's 1st and 10 on the Mountain Union 40-yard line. Wilmington's first trip into Mountain Union territory this afternoon.
Well, as stingy as the Mount Union defense has been, you got to take a few chances here.
Mitchell takes the snap from the shotgun. He's going to go deep again for Wright. Tried to make a diving catch, but it's just off his fingertips, incomplete on the far side. 2nd down and 10. Number 5, Jones, was on coverage.
Hey, Bill.
Second down, 10 yards to go for Wilmington. 2 receivers near side left, 2 far side right. In the shotgun is Mitchell. Manica standing on his right side. Takes a snap, pump fakes. He's going to take off and run it himself. Mitchell dancing towards the sideline. He's going to pick up about 5 yards to the 35. It'll bring up a 3rd and 5 for Wilmington. And that's going to do it for our first quarter of play here from Townsend Field. Our score at the end of 1, Wilmington 0, and the number 1 team, Mountain Union 35. Wilmington will have it 3rd and 5 after the quarter break here, live on CampusNation.com, the sports animal, your home for high school and college sports. Rick Phillips is working tirelessly right now to try to get the website back up and running. We're experiencing some issues, possibly with traffic to our website. I think we're getting a little too popular, Rick.
Marietta first quarter 21-7. Baldwin Wallace leading Otterbein 14-0. Ohio Northern over Muskingum 14-0.
Wilmington started to move the ball a little bit there towards the end of the quarter, which is a good sign.
Right.
But like you said, with as stingy as this Mountain Union defense is, why not take some chances down the field? Third down and 5. Wilmington now going left to right. 2 receivers lined up far side left, 1 near side right. In the shotgun is Mitchell. Now Royal Right goes in motion. Takes the snap. Mitchell underthrows a Royal Right, and it's going to be 4th down and 5 for Wilmington. I would say 4 down territory here. Just go for it. You got 5 yards to go.
As a result of the play, Quakers will be facing 4th down.
Yeah, I would go for it. There's just no reason to kick a field goal.
Offense still out on the field here. 2 receivers far side left. Aurora Right over here on the near side right. Manica on the right side of Mitchell takes the snap, drops back to pass. He's got some time. He's going to go deep across the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked off by number 31 for the Purple Raiders, and now he's going to return it across midfield, and he's tripped up by Chase Manica
With the interception from Purple Raiders
at the 45 of Wilmington. Again, number 31 on the interception. Coleth. So now Mount Union will take over some first half stats. Logan Nemeth, 8 carries, 67 yards and a touchdown. Tyrese Scott, 4 carries, 24 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. He's 6 of 7 through the air, 148 yards with 2 touchdown passes as well. And they had 258 yards on 22 plays in that first half, Rick.
Well, they've got a commanding lead at 35-0. So
Scott hands it off to Nemeth, who gets it across the 40 to the 38.
Purple Raiders number 34, Logan Nemeth. Darren Milligan on the stop.
Second down and 3 upcoming for the Raiders. Wilmington had 46 total yards.
Okay, website looks like it's up again. So as long as we don't have thousands of people logging in.
Nemeth on the carry that time. He's tripped up, number 60 on the tackle. Milligan. No gain, 3rd and 3 for Mount Union.
Was Darren Milligan.
Offset pistol formation. Johnson the tailback. 2 receivers far side right, 1 near side left. Now Scott looking to the sideline. Now Johnson's going to move to his left side. 3rd and 3. Scott takes a snap. Josh back under pressure. Throws it. It's completed. Number 8 on the catch. He broke 1 tackle. Still up on his feet. Down inside the 20. Down to the 17-yard line. Number 8, Hargrove on the catch. And it's first down and 10.
First and 10, line of scrimmage with the 18-yard line.
2 backside in the shotgun for Scott. Now Johnson motions out. Play action. Rolling is Scott. Fires. Completed in the end zone for a touchdown. Number 3 on the catch. Nimdar, and it's a touchdown for the Purple Raiders of Mount Union.
On the reception, Roman Neymar.
Antel in to attempt the PAT as Kennedy will be the holder. The snap is down, the kick is up end over end, and it's good. 13:04 left to go in our first half of play. It is Mount Union 42 and Wilmington 0. Well, as you're listening to us live on CampusNation.com, the Sports Animal, your home for high school and college sports. Rick is working again. It looks like our website is back up and running, you said?
Family, including Generations Pizza, Buffalo Wild Wings, Wilmarine Ford,
which is a good thing.
Austin's Eatery in downtown Wilmington, Beacon Orthopedics, and Dreyer Physical Therapy.
Gino Hitton and Justin Lee will be back to receive Downey's kickoff. Again, 13:04 left to go in our first half. A 42-0 lead by the number 1 team in the country, the Mount Union Purple Raiders. Downey's kickoff is a high kickoff, and Justin Lee will let it bounce into the end zone for a touchback, and Wilmington will take over. First down and 10 on their own 25. Some extracurricular activity by both teams at the end of the play, but no flags are thrown. Just some warnings.
Into the end zone for a touchback. Wilmington will take over first and 10.
First and 10 for Wilmington. Ball on their own 25-yard line. Brandon Mitchell will line up in the shotgun. Trips out near side right. Manica on the right side of Brandon Mitchell. First and 10. Takes a snap. He's going to throw a screen pass to Justin Lee, and that's high over his head. Incomplete.
Mitchell's pass intended for Justin Lee is incomplete.
Second down and 10. Shotgun formation for Mitchell. One receiver far side left, two near side right. Manica next to him on his right side. Mitchell takes the snap, hands it off to Chase. And Chase is stuffed at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard to the 24. We'll have a 3rd and 11 upcoming for Wilmington.
Chase Manica on the carry. And on the stop for the Purple Raiders, LaShawn Lute, also assisted by number 4, Matt Lowry.
3rd down and 11 to go for Wilmington. Shotgun formation, two receivers near side right, one far side left. Mitchell takes the snap, drops back. He's going to go deep for right again. And incomplete. Aurora Wright had to turn into a defender there and knock it out of the hands of the safety. Coming over and help Brian Groves.
And
it's 4th down.
Raiders, Brian Groves.
Again, our website is back up and running, ladies and gentlemen. Cole Volts will be in to kick this one away, with Kennedy back to receive the punt. He's standing on his own 45-yard line.
Cole Volts, Tim Kennedy back to receive.
There's the high snap, pulled down by Volts, kicks a line drive punt that takes a bounce. Kennedy picks it up at his own 40. He's going to return it, and he's only going to gain 5 on the return out to the 46, and a penalty flag flying at the end of the play.
Well, we apologize for being so popular.
It was a late hit against Wilmington at the end of the play, some unsportsmanlike. So now the ball will be placed on the Wilmington 39-yard line. 1st down and 10 for the Mount Union Purple Raiders on offense. 4 wide receivers in the pistol is Scott.
Wilmington to be 1st and 10 for the Purple Raiders. Line of scrimmage
Number 34, Nemeth, the tailback behind Scott. Now Kennedy goes in motion from left to right. Scott takes the snap. Play action. He's going to go deep. And that one's completed on the far side to number 83 for a touchdown. Wilson makes the catch, and it's a touchdown for Mount Union.
On the touchdown reception for the Purple Raiders.
And Tell will come in to kick this one through the uprights for the PAT.
Who you taking tonight, Utah or USC?
Utah on the road by 3. The kick is up and good. 11:48 to go in the first half. It is Mount Union 49, Wilmington 0. I think.
Well, I mean they're undefeated, and obviously USC's 3-3, but Utah's still the underdog.
It is at USC.
I want Utah to keep winning, obviously, because they beat my team. I think Utah will get left out of the playoffs. I do think they'll have one loss, but I don't think it's going to come tonight.
Contact the office and make an appointment at 937-566-0171.
So I think I had Utah actually winning. On the score predictor I have is 35-17. I think is what I predicted.
I thought you said by 3.
I did say by 3, but changed my mind after I figured out what my score prediction was.
I, too, am going to choose Utah.
Justin Lee, Gino Hinton back to receive the kickoff from Downey.
But not because they beat your team, but because your team, I think, is for real.
They are for real.
Yeah. I mean, at least till they get to Ohio State.
They're going to beat Ohio State this year.
No chance.
Yep, they will.
Ohio State is bored this year. They are bored.
That's why they're playing like crap?
Because they're bored.
Okay.
They're just too good.
That's why they can't decide who they want at quarterback. Downey's kickoff is a high kickoff, and Justin Lee will field it in the end zone and take a knee for a touchback, and Wilmington will take over on their own 25-yard line, 1st down and 10.
That's because they're so talented they could pick someone out of the crowd here and they would still win.
You know what? If Braxton Miller's shoulder still wasn't turned, and I know that's probably kayfabe information, if his shoulder still wasn't turned or torn, he should be the starting quarterback. I'm sorry. The kid had the team for 3 years, and Cardell Jones did not win you guys a national title. JT Barrett did not win you guys a national title.
He used to play for the next Division I state football champions in high school. Wayne, the Warriors.
Yeah, they ran all over Beaver Creek last night.
They did. They put a hurt into my team.
Trips out to the right side, hitting in at tailback now. One receiver far side left. Mitchell takes the snap, throws the screen pass to Justin Lee, and he's going to be brought down for a loss to the 22, a loss of 3, 2nd and 13.
Pass completed to number 81, Justin Lee.
Second down, 13 yards to go for Wilmington. Trips near side right, one receiver far side left, and the pistol is Mitchell. Now Gino moves to the right side of him on 2nd and 13. Same play. This time Lee makes the catch and is going to gain positive yardage. And he's shoved out of bounds at the 29-yard line.
Was number 81, Justin Lee.
It looks to me like Amir made sure we had plenty of pizza this week. He almost got froze out last week as far as pizza, but Amir's got like double the order this week.
And it's Generations instead of Donato's.
Huh?
3rd and 6 for Wilmington. Ball on the 29. They need to get it across the 35 to pick up a first down. Mitchell in the shotgun. Gino on his right side. Trips near side right. One receiver far side left. Takes the snap. Looking. Firing. Off the hands of his intended receiver and nearly picked off on the tip. Pass was intended for number 25, Shane Foy.
For number 25, the Quakers, Shane Foy.
And Foy, his ankle is banged up. He can't even stand up, writhing in pain down on the turf.
How many punts is this? 7?
Find number 6.
On number 6.
11.
Foy's up on his feet and being helped off the field by the trainers.
He's about to have number 6 and really 2 minutes and 10 seconds.
5 minutes.
Cole Volts will be in to punt this one away. Back to receive this time is number 35, Trevor Cox. Takes the snap as Volts. Oh, man, he shanked that punt as it goes out of bounds at the 42-yard line. Mark it out at the 43. Purple Raiders coming back out on offense. Maybe we'll see their second string. Maybe we won't. No, Scott's still coming out at starting quarterback. And Johnson will be in at tailback. For Mount Union, 1st and 10 on the Wilmington 43-yard line with 10.5 minutes to go in the first half. 49-0. Number 1 team, Mount Union, in the lead. Scott's in the shotgun formation, takes a snap. He'll hand it off to Johnson, off tackle on the left side. He gets it first down and more across the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of about 14 yards and a first down for Mount Union.
Ball carrier number 27, Jamal Johnson.
Pistol formation for Scott. Johnson, the tailback, who moves to the right side now. Takes the snap. Play action. Goes over the middle. This one's completed to number 8, who changes his field. Goes forward. Gets it down to the 10. 1st and goal. That was Hargrove on the catch.
Hargrove, deep in Wilmington territory.
1st down and goal to go for Mount Union. Shotgun formation. 4 wide receivers. For Scott, who takes a snap. Pump fakes once, going to the corner of the end zone, and it's completed to Hargrove for another Mount Union touchdown.
Pass is completed in the corner of the end zone for a touchdown by the Purple Raiders. On the reception was Jordan Hargrove.
Intel in to attempt the PAT. The snap's down, kicks up end over end, and it's 56-0. Mount Union in the lead over the Wilmington Fighting Quakers with 9:32 left to go in our first half of play. You're listening live to CampusNation.com, the sports animal. And you know what? Before the game went on the air, this counter was at 38. Now we're almost to 40.
I would like to introduce the
2,000 hits. I guess we're busy.
Yeah,
Our site is busy.
very busy.
So if you had problems connecting earlier, blame it on AJ.
Yep, blame it on me. Even though we haven't shown ourselves on camera yet this year, which is probably a good thing because we don't want to break our cameras, especially with my face.
Well, especially if we saw your face in HD, that would be very scary.
You would see all the pimples and everything.
Well, you're a young pup. What can I? Young grasshopper, as I call you.
Gino and Justin Lee will be back to receive the kickoff from Downey. Long day.
Well, we'll talk at halftime about that exciting game we covered last night.
Oh, man. I'm surprised I have a voice from last night's game.
I'm surprised you don't have a voice either. Or that you do.
I do, yeah.
Well, you don't have a voice anyway, but we put up with you.
I got a face for radio. Downey's kickoff is another high one that'll go into the end zone for a touchback.
The kickoff goes into the end zone for a touchback. It will be 1st and 10 for the Quakers from the 25-yard line.
Always, we want to remind everybody that our video will be available in Super HD tomorrow, probably sometime around 5, 6 o'clock, once we get everything processed and uploaded to our website.
Brandon Mitchell in the shotgun. Eric Flynn in that tailback. Empties it out. Now he's going to pitch it to Flynn over on the right side, and he's going to lose 5 to the 20-yard line. Officially loses 4 to back to the 21, and it's 2nd down and 14.
Ball carrier for the Quakers, number 5, Eric Flynn.
Shotgun formation. 4 wide receivers, 2 on each side. Now Flynn empties out the backfield to make it 5 wide. Mitchell takes the snap. He's going to fire. And a Royal Right came back and made a spectacular catch across the 35 to the 36. That's a 1st down for Wilmington after a gain of 15.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't throw a flag on that, though. It looked like he pushed off.
Might have been defensive interference, too.
Yeah, well, they were both sort of chippy there.
That's probably why they didn't call a flag.
Yeah.
4 wide receivers after the 1st down for Wilmington.
1st and 10.
Eric Flynn on the right side of Mitchell now. Mitchell takes the snap. Drops back, fires, completes to Justin Lee, and he's got positive yards out to the 43-yard line. Gain of 7.
On the reception,
2nd down and 3 upcoming for Wilmington. Nice pitch and catch there. Looks like Mount Union's playing a little softer coverage, too. 4 wide. 2 on each side for Mitchell. Flynn on the right side. Brandon now. 2nd and 3. Mitchell takes the snap. Just back to pass. He has some time. He fires over the head of a Royal Right. Number 4.
Pass was intended for a Royal Right.
Spencer and number 7, Sullins, were on coverage for Mount Union. 3rd and 3. Under 8 minutes to go in our first half now. 56-0, Mountain Union leading the Wilmington Quakers. Trips lined up far side left, one receiver near side right. Flynn moves to the right side of Mitchell from the pistol to make it a shotgun. Back to pass is Mitchell. He's under a lot of pressure. Scrambles out, fires, and Wright could not make the catch on the sideline, and it's 4th down.
The pass was intended for a Royal.
Wilmington's going to have to punt it away for the 7th time this afternoon. Looks like the rain has stopped and the sun's trying to come out.
Yeah, I made it downstairs, and it was the sun was actually trying to peek through the clouds.
Cole Volts will be in to kick this one away. Back deep to return is number 35, Trevor Cox. Cox is standing on his own 29-yard line. There's a snap. Volts gets a better punt away this time. And it'll be downed at the 32-yard line, where Mount Union takes over with 7:26 left to go in our first half.
At the 32-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Purple Raiders.
Number 4 will come in at quarterback. Matt Lowry, as their second stringers are coming out. 3 receivers lined up far side right, 1 near side left. Johnson, the tailback, and the pistol behind Lowry. Lowry takes the snap, hands it off to Johnson. Gets it out to the 36-yard line for a gain of 3.
On the stop for the
second down and 7 upcoming for Mount Union.
David Henry, along with number 60, Darren Milligan. Now
they empty the backfield out, it looks like.
For Matt Lowry.
And Mount Union is going to use their first timeout of the half. 7 minutes to go in our first half of play. It is Mount Union 56 and Wilmington 0 as you're listening to live college football action on CampusNation.com, the sports animal, your home for high school and college sports. Shotgun formation for Lowry. Receivers bunched out on the near side left, 1 far side right. Wilmington showing blitz. They are blitzing. The handoff goes to number 23, Dwayne Aaron. Aaron's going to be tackled for a loss back to the 34. 3rd and 8 upcoming for Mount Union. Four wide receivers. Matt Lowry in the shotgun formation. Takes the snap. He's going to throw it. Nice slant pass completed to number 15.
The pass
Brendan Friss.
Braden Friss. Play results in a first down for the Purple Raiders.
First down, Mount Union to their own 46-yard line. Pistol formation. 1 receiver near side left. 1 receiver goes in motion from right to left. He's going to hand it off to Aaron, and he's going to be stopped for a loss. And it'll be 2nd down and 10.
For 23, Dwayne Aaron on the carry for the Purple Raiders.
Four wide in the shotgun is Lowry. Aaron on his left side takes the snap from the gun under pressure, and he's going to get a yard out to the 47. Good decision to pull that one down and just run it. 3rd and 9 upcoming from Mount Union. Under 5.5 minutes to go in the first half. Number 1 team in the nation leading Wilmington 56-0.
Got to get me one of those Wilmington hats.
You like those hats?
I like those hats. Yep.
4 wide again for Lowry in the shotgun. On 3rd and 9, takes the snap, fires. This one's completed to number 17,
Close.
Harrington.
Close to a first down.
He's short.
17, Zach Harrington.
4th down and a yard to go for Mount Union. Line of scrimmage is the 45. They need to get it to the 44.
They're going to go for it.
They're going to go for it. Wilmington could come up with a huge stop here. Pistol set. Lowry to take the snap. He does. He hands it off to Aaron, who's got the first down across the 45 to the 41-yard line. Gain of 5.
Dwayne Aaron. He gets enough yardage for the Purple Raiders' first down.
First down for Mount Union. Clock continuing to run here. Under 4.5 minutes to go in the first half. Trips near side left, one receiver far side right. And the pistol is Lowry with Aaron behind him. On 1st and 10, takes the snap, hands it off to Aaron, and he's broke one tackle. Didn't get away from the 2nd and 3rd as he's going to be tackled for a huge loss back to midfield. Loss of 9, 2nd down and 19.
Loss of yardage on the play. Vernon Taylor on the stop.
Trips out far side right, one near side left. Lowry in the gun. Takes the snap, drops back the pass under pressure. It's a screen and it's incomplete as he was trying to fit it to his wide receiver, number 8 Hargrove.
Pass was intended for number 6, Mason Minnick.
Excuse me, that was number 6, Mason Minnick, the intended target. 3rd and 19. Trips lined up far side right, one receiver near side left. Lowry in the gun, Johnson next to him on his right, drops back the pass, fires across the middle, ball tipped in the air and nearly intercepted by Nick Williams on his own tip. Couldn't haul it in, and it's 4th and 19, and Mount Union will punt the ball away for the first time this afternoon with 3:23 left to go in the first half. Number 30 will be in the punt this one away. Adam Snyder. Perea will be back to field the punt. It's a high kick. Perea backing up, fields it at the 4. And gets it out to the 10. Where Wilmington will take over. First down and 10. 3:09 left to go in our first half of play. Number 1 Mount Union leading Wilmington 56-0 on campusnation.com. The sports animal, your home for high school and college sports. Be on the lookout for our instant classic replay of Wilmington High School against Clinton Massey later this evening. And be on the lookout for the video of this game on our website tomorrow afternoon. 1st and 10 for Wilmington. Ball on their own 10-yard line. Mitchell in the shotgun, who takes the snap. Hands it off to Chase Manica, who strings it out to the left, and he'll only get a yard to the 11 before being brought out of bounds. 2nd down and 9.
For the Quakers was number 30, Chase Manica. On the pursuit was number 98, Miguel Quinones.
Wilmington gets the play in from the sideline. Mitchell will be in the shotgun. Manica standing on his right side. 4 wide receivers, 2 on each. Mitchell away in the snap, takes the snap, drops back the pass. He's going up deep for Justin Lee, and it's incomplete. There were 3 white jerseys, actually 4 white jerseys in that area. Brandon Mitchell has thrown some really dangerous passes all game long. I'm surprised he's only got the 1 interception.
Well, he hasn't really had many reps as far as quarterback, I would imagine.
This season. It's like he's panicking when he's under pressure. Third and 9 for Wilmington. Ball on the 11. They need to get it out to the 21 to pick up a first down.
Some pearls of wisdom from Amir.
Drops back, the pass is Mitchell. This time throwing, incomplete, intended for Royal Wright as he shows some frustration on the Wilmington sideline. And now Wilmington's going to have to punt this one away for the 8th
As a
time.
result of the play, the Quakers will be facing 4th down.
Cole Volts will be in to punt this one away for Wilmington. Back to receive for Mount Union is Trevor Cox. The punt is away. It's a high punt, fair caught by Cox at the 40-yard line, where they'll take over 1st and 10 with 2:10 left to go in our first half of play.
The Purple Raiders will be taking over 1st and 10. The line of scrimmage will be the 40-yard line.
$40,408.
Trips out to the far side right for Lowry. One receiver near side left in the pistol formation.
I think it's time to up our website.
Right. Pass is completed on the swing to number 9, Gilbert. And Gilbert's got a first down to the Wilmington 29-yard line.
To Colin Gilbert for a first down for the Purple Raiders. Here's the winning ticket for today's 50-50 drawing. It's worth $61. 5874397. 5874397.
Pistol formation. 2 receivers near side left, 1 far side right for Lowry. Waiting the snap, takes it, high snap, pulls it down, hands it off to Aaron on the right side, who's got some running room, and he's going to be knocked out by Williams across the 35 to the 34.
Raiders, number 23, Dwayne.
What high school game was that where they said that the 50-50 was $11,000 that the guy took home?
Coldwater and Marion Local earlier this year.
$11,000. Can you imagine that? Pretty
Gain
good for
of
50-50.
Gain of 6 yards for Mount Union, 2nd and 4. Yeah, that was nuts.
That would be a week's pay for you, AJ.
I'm at $11,000. I wouldn't need you anymore.
You'll always need me, AJ.
Lowry takes the snap, hands it off to Aaron on the right side, and he is going to be close to a first down. Looks like he's got it to the 18-yard line. 1st and 10 for Mount Union. Two receivers lined up near side left, 1 far side right. Lowry in a pistol formation with Aaron as the tailback on 1st down and 10. Takes a snap. He'll hand it off to Aaron again. This time he's gobbled up in the backfield for a loss of 2 back to the 20.
Walker was Dwayne Aaron. Defending on the play for the Quakers, David Henry.
2nd down and 12. And play clock does not have to run. They do not have to run another play here in the first half.
It'll be pizza time.
Yeah. Lowry will come out in a pistol. 2 receivers far side right, 1 near side left. Aaron, the tailback, takes the snap. Aaron's going to get the carry on the left side, stringing it out, stiff arming, and he is brought down out of bounds at the 16 with 1 second left.
The Quakers, that will bring us to the end of the first half.
And that's going to take us to the end of our first half of play. At the end of one half, the number 1 team in the nation, Mount Union, leading Wilmington 56-0 here on CampusNation.com. We'll take a little bit of a break and come back with some insight from last night's game and some stats.
That's right. All right. We'll see you in a few.
Repeating the winning ticket for today's 50-50 drawing, worth $61. It's 5874397. 5874397. You can redeem your winnings at the concession stand.
You're rubbing it in, I see.
I was trying to, because I was like, yeah, we got Michigan State. So, I was trying.
Well, I think Michigan's for real, so I don't think we have to worry about that. They won't come to Ohio State. They wouldn't beat them in the Super Bowl. Started the new 10-year war. No, next year maybe. Chill coffee. Oh yeah. down the street. That's the old rivalry in high school.
Picked the loss again last night. Picked the loss.
I don't know. I think you're dying hard.
Probably. I mean, I tell you, Wilmington has traveled really well this year.
They were in desperation.
The only time they made any noise was after that last score. That was the only difference in the game. They were really good. The last score, they went through. So it was actually a fake. They went through a fake the field goal. Well, it was from the beginning. Massive score when we come right back and score. I know Matthew Davis scared.
Yeah, I don't know why. Because didn't they have five? They had 5 wide receivers. They didn't even have a tailback back there.
Nope. Really didn't make a lot of sense. But that's something to think about till next year. I think the third time we need to try.
That's what I'm trying to figure out too. The school board.
The school board? That's not Mike Snart? So wait a minute. His brother kind of involved into
He stole money from a high school and he's playing Charlie buses for it. Wilmington, he stole money from and he got fired
So is he running? Is Snart running for your seat? Well, I know, but I'm saying, is he running for your seat? Oh, okay. So he's already on the school board. Oh, I didn't realize that.
last 2 days and days like out of the whole year.
So, how weird is it? I mean,
What time do you throw? I don't mind. Wayne is like my advisor.
how messed up is it? Like, how messy is it? I mean,
Now watch me whip. Now watch me nay. Now watch me whip. Watch me nay. Now watch me whip.
Like, it's so funny.
Watch me nay. Now watch me whip.
All this stuff right here.
Watch me
All this stuff right
nay.
here. Here.
Now watch me. Oh, watch me. Watch me. Oh, watch me. Watch me. Oh, watch me. Watch me. Oh, 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 oh. Watch me. Watch me. Oh, watch me. Watch me. Oh, watch me. Watch me. Oh, oh, oh.
I just see something. I would definitely push it. I'll be like, that's what
All right, AJ, you got some stats for us, and then we'll talk a little Wilmington High School football.
David Henry will not return. Shane Boyd's out.
All right, it's first half stats for you. Mountain Union had 19 first downs to Wilmington's 2. They had 143 rushing yards. Wilmington -9. They had 283 passing yards. Wilmington had 77. Mountain Union ran 45 plays for 426 yards. Wilmington 33 plays for 68 yards. Wilmington has turned the ball over one time, which is the one interception that was returned for 46 yards by Mount Union. Mount has had 18 minutes and 39 seconds of time of possession to Wilmington's 11:34. Mount is 4 of 6 on third down. Wilmington just 1 of 10. And Mount Union is also 1 of 1 on fourth down conversions and 6 of 7 inside the red zone. For Wilmington rushing the ball, Eric Flynn, 2 carries, 2 yards. Chase Manica, 5 carries, 2 yards. Brandon Mitchell, 4 carries, 5 yards. Mitchell is 7 of 22 passing with an interception and 77 total yards. Justin Lee with 4 catches of only 16, with a Royal Wright leading the way yards-wise with 2 catches of 56 yards. Punting, Cole Volts has punted the ball 8 times for 288 yards punting. His longest was of 60 yards. Logan Nemeth leading the way rushing for Mount Union with 10 carries of 74 yards and a touchdown. Jamal Johnson, 4 carries, 27 yards. Tyrese Scott, 4 carries for 24 yards and 2 touchdowns. And Dwayne Aaron, 8 carries of 21 yards. Scott finished the day 11 of 12 passing, 254 for 5 touchdowns. Matt Lowry is 3 of 5 for 29 yards. And Hargrove leading the way receiving-wise with 4 catches of 95 yards. First half stats for you, ladies and gentlemen. And David Henry will not be returning. It's shameful that he is out. Those are the only information I got on that. Well, Rick, last night's high school football game between Wilmington and Clinton Massie we covered on Campus Nation. And, you know, that was a heartbreaking loss for Wilmington. They fell 29-28 with a 2-point conversion being the difference, as Massey scored with 3 minutes left, completed a fake field goal, and then Wilmington obviously had the ball snapped over Matt Credit's head there towards the end. But it was just an amazing game.
Yeah, Wilmington was actually driving, and, you know, had that not been for that errant snap, it's possible that Wilmington could have kicked a field goal or even gone in for a score. I mean, They were on the move. And, you know, I don't know exactly what went wrong. Obviously, it was a dry night last night. There was no reason, but maybe just the tension of the moment, I would say.
Right.
But that was probably the best high school football game I've seen in a few years.
Oh, yeah, that was just an amazing game. And, you know, don't forget to be on our website looking here in a little bit. That game should be available for replay very soon, as soon as you get home. And
Right, the processing's done. I just have to upload it, so I'll probably I'll be home later this evening after I run Rachel down for a gig down in, I guess the Greenfield McLean Marching Band is down in, where is it? Morrow, Ohio. Okay, so that's right. So we're going to head down there after this game, and then when I get back, I'm going to start the processing on our video for the game here, and I'll upload the video for the game from last night in our Super HD for our Roku channel.
Yep. So obviously we're getting a lot of traffic from our website. We've already had our website crash before the game got on the air today.
Well, actually, it happened right when the game was we were preparing to start, because I lost contact with the website virtually when we were supposed to be actually the kickoff. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't even when we were on the air, which was 15 minutes prior to that. It was the actual reported kickoff. So that's when the traffic hit, and probably a combination of people that maybe didn't make it down from Mount Union, and obviously Quakers that didn't make it here as well.
The Mount Union is going for win number 100 all time today as well, which is huge.
Yeah, that's saying something.
They have 11 national championships to their credit in Division III. Being the number one team in the nation, everyone's gunning for you, it seems like. But today, not so much. It seems like.
Well, I think Wilmington's gunning for them. They just aren't up to the task. That's the big problem. They're just outgunned. You look at the defense of Mount Union. They have absolutely been on top of the Quakers. On virtually every play, the quarterback rushes, as far as being rushed, have been virtually every play. So, it's very difficult when you've got that stifling defense, to try to get any positive yards as far as offense. And that, of course, as we reported earlier with the statistics, shows that Wilmington, just isn't getting the job done.
I was looking at something. Yeah, looking at something.
And we would like to remind our listeners that our next game, as far as Campus Nation, is going to be high school football. Wilmington, the Hurricane, will be at Chillicothe, the Cavaliers. That'll be the last game of the season for the Hurricane, unless they make it into the playoffs. And, of course, that will all be decided with that final game. And then the computer rankings. Wilmington's right now, about 11? And they have to be in the top 8?
Yep.
All right, so in their division, there aren't as many teams that get into it. In Division 1, there's 16 teams, and in their division, there are 8. So a little tighter window as far as being able to get into that playoff system. And, of course, last year, Trace knocked them out of the playoffs, and they ended up with an 8-2 record. This year, conceivably, they could end up with another 8-2 record and be looking in from outside.
Right. Mount Union is looking for their 100th straight regular season victory. That's what they are looking for today.
And that's just astronomical.
Yeah, I mean, they had a streak go of 105 regular season wins.
Well, obviously, they didn't
from
win
94 to 2005.
Yeah, they didn't win the national championship, and that's where they suffered a loss.
Yeah, that was postseason action. They're not counting that.
They're just counting actual regular season games.
Well, ready for the second half kickoff here from Townsend Field at Williams Stadium, as Downey will be in to kick this one away. Wilmington will be receiving the second half kickoff, going left to right on your computer screens, your tablets, your iPhones, your television sets, anything and everything you're listening to us on. As Justin Lee and Gino Hinton are back to receive the opening kickoff of the second half that sails over their head and into the end zone for a touchback. Wilmington takes over first down and 10 on their own 25-yard line as the number one team in the country. Mount Union leading Wilmington 56-0 as we begin our second half of football.
The big counter. We just added another 400 hits to our website just in the last, 15 minutes.
Damn.
So bear with us. We have a lot of traffic on our website today. If you have any problems as far as connecting, just keep trying.
On first down and 10, Mitchell takes a snap. He's going to pass and is completed to Justin Lee for a gain of 2, possibly 3 out to the 28-yard line. Second down and 3. Nice little slant route there ran by Justin Lee to begin the second half.
Yeah, it would be nice to see Wilmington put a little drive together and maybe put some points on the board.
Don't want to be shut out here at home.
We'll be facing second down and 7 to go.
Trips near side right, one receiver far side left. In the shotgun is Mitchell. Manica is standing on his right side. Bobbles the snap, does Mitchell, and he's going to be brought down back at the original line of scrimmage to 25.
Now, do we know, are we primarily up against their second string, or is this their first string?
I think this is still their second string.
All right.
On the tackle.
Well, it's always good to get your backups in the game and get a little experience in game time. You never know, particularly as much as they go to the playoffs, when you might need a backup in a position.
3rd and 10 for Wilmington. Trips out near side right, one receiver far side left. In the shotgun was Mitchell. It's a straight run.
Oh, wow.
And he's going to be blown dead as he was still up on his feet. Back at the 19-yard line. A loss to 6. 4th down and 16 for the Quakers as Cole Volz will come out for punt number 9. The record is 11.
Yeah, that's not really a good record, right?
Nope.
Quakers will be facing 4th down, dropping back.
Volz will be punting this one away to Trevor Cox, who's standing on midfield. Volz is standing on his own 5. Cox moves up. It's a nice high spiraling kick that'll be fielded by Cox at the 49, and he's
good
dragged
coverage
down there. Nice coverage there by Wilmington. Number 14 on the tackle, Ryan Hurst.
Purple Raiders will take over first.
Really, it's not a bad day for football. It's a little overcast, but other than that, we've had a little bit of rain, but it's warm, and it's quite comfortable.
Cox lost 3 yards on the return. He fielded it at his own 49 and was brought down at his own 46, where Mountain Union's offense will come back out. 1st down and 10 on their own 46-yard line with 13-12 left to go in the third quarter. 3 receivers lined up near side left, one far side right. Lowry in the shotgun on 1st and 10 with Aaron on his right side. Takes the snap. Aaron gets the carry. And he breaks a couple tackles. Penalty flag flies.
Horse collar?
Either that or it was a hold. Yeah, it'll be a hold against Mountain Union. That would be Gilbert.
We have a penalty flag on the field.
So this run's going to be coming back, negated by the hold. I think it's a spot foul from the Wilmington 48.
Still having those microphone problems, aren't they?
I think it's the curse. The curse of official microphones here at Townsend Field. So it'll be 1st and 14 now for...
Sun's actually shining now.
Yep. 1st and 14 for Mountain Union, back on their own 42-yard line. Trips far side right, one receiver near side left in the pistol formation as Lowry takes the snap, hands it off to Aaron, who gets it out across the 45 and is spun down just across midfield to the Wilmington 49-yard line. 2nd down and 6 coming up. On 2nd down, they'll line up in the pistol formation again. 3 receivers far side right, one near side left. Lowry will take the snap. Aaron, the tailback behind him on 2nd down. Wilmington shows blitz. They are blitzing. Aaron gets the handoff, and he's going to just gain 2 out to the 47-yard line. Some pushing and shoving at the end of the play, and a penalty flag flies.
We have penalty flags on the play.
It's not hot outside, so I don't know why these tempers are flaring. No. It's going to be unsportsmanlike against Mountain Union. That's after the play, so it will be 3rd down, as we'll have the unsportsmanlike tacked on to the end of the play. So instead of being 3rd and about 3, we're going to have 3rd and very long for Mountain Union as they're backed up to their own 38-yard line. They got to get it to the Wilmington 44 to pick up a 1st down. Three receivers near side left, one far side right. Lowry in the pistol formation. Takes the snap. Josh back to pass. Throws the swing pass out to his tailback on the far side, who breaks one. Got a first down and more to the 35. And down inside the 30-yard line, number 6, Minnick was the receiver on that play. Gains huge yards. Back into Wilmington territory at the 30-yard line. First down and 10.
Yeah, we're seeing some remnants of the hurricane coming in. Well, it was one of the stronger hurricanes.
Katrina all over again.
Two receivers near side left, one far side right in the pistol formation as Lowry, Minnick behind him. He's going to get the carry on first down. Gets it out to the 27-yard line for a 3-yard gain. Second down and 7 upcoming for the Purple Raiders.
Well, I can imagine why. Been doing a lot of talking in the last 2 days.
They probably want me to shut up.
41-134. The hits just keep on coming, right?
Trips near side left, one receiver far side right. In the shotgun is Lowry. Minnick on his left side. 2nd and 7, takes a snap. He's going to throw. It's completed to, is that number 15, Brendan Friss, for a first down to the Wilmington 19-yard line.
Reception was number 15, Braden Friss. Play results in a Purple Raiders first down.
First down and 10 for Mount Union now. Ball on the Wilmington 19-yard line. Three receivers near side left, one far side right. Pistol formation now for Lowry. Minnick behind him as the tailback. Lowry waiting the snap. Wilmington blitzing. They give the ball off to Minnick, who's got a hole, stiff-arming his way down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line, where it'll be first down and goal after the pickup of 11 yards.
Was Mason Minnick. Mason Pollock on the stop for the Quakers.
And Mount Union is going to kick a field goal on first and goal. Yep, 25 yards on the field goal from the right hash. Antel got it away, end over end, and no good. He missed it to the left. So with 9:22 left to go in our third quarter of play, Mount Union kicked a field goal on first and goal. It's no good. So Wilmington will take over, first down and 10 on their own 20-yard line after the missed field goal attempt.
Austin's Eatery in downtown Wilmington. Also,
that was different.
Buffalo Wild Wings and Bill Marine Ford.
You mean the field goal attempt?
On first down. Mitchell coming out onto the field with Manica as the tailback. Trips near side right, one receiver far side left. Manica now moves to the left side of Mitchell on first and 10. Back to pass. It's a screen pass to Chase Manica, and he's not going to gain anything. Brought down at the line of scrimmage. Good play by number 15,
Chase
Hodges.
Defending on the play.
Maybe the field goal on first would be like Common Core math, something like that, figuring that out.
Second down and 10 yards to go for the Quakers. Three receivers near side to the right, one far side to the left. Mitchell is in the pistol formation. Manica now moves to the right side of Mitchell to make it a shotgun. Takes a snap, drops back. He's got plenty of time. He throws it up, just floats it, and right into the hands of a Royal Right. But he could not keep a foot in, and it's out of bounds. Incomplete, third down and 10. He's not throwing bullet passes like he probably should on some of these.
There was too much air under it.
Yeah, that allowed the defenders to get back and cover the receiver.
Right, because the receiver was wide open for quite a while before the pass was even thrown.
Third down and 10 now for Wilmington. Ball on their own 20. They need to get it to their own 30 to pick up a first down. Four wide receivers for Wilmington, two on each side. Manica now moves to the right side of Mitchell in the shotgun. 3rd and 10. Takes the snap. Rolling to his right. He's got some green. He fires, and it's intercepted by Mount Union. Number 18 on the pick.
The pass
Antwerp.
intercepted by the Purple Raiders.
And he picks it off at the 40-yard line, goes out of bounds, and they'll take over 1st down and 10 on their own 40.
Yeah, that didn't have any zip on it whatsoever. It just hung up.
Yeah, Justin Lee open underneath, too.
Wow.
That's Mitchell's 2nd interception thrown of the ball game. Just their 2nd turnover today, too. So Lowry leads the offense back out. Minnick, the tailback, on his left side. 3 receivers near side left, 1 far side right on 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line of Wilmington. Lowry takes the snap, hands it off to Minnick on the right side, who strings it out. Now he's across the 35, across the 30, and he's shoved out of bounds at the 26.
Mason Minnick.
They're going to mark him out actually at the 29. 1st down and 10 after the gain of 11 yards for Minnick for the Purple Raiders at the 29-yard line. Pistol formation for Lowry. 2 receivers near side left, 1 far side right. Minnick, the tailback, behind him on 1st and 10 from the 29. Lowry takes the snap, hands it off to Minnick up the middle, and he squirts free out across the 25 to the 23.
Purple Raiders.
Gain of around 7. 2nd down and 6 or 4.
Pressure's too much for you, right, AJ?
Two receivers far side right, 1 near side left on 2nd down and 4. Wilmington coming, bringing the house. Lowry on the read option, pulls it out and keeps it. He's down inside the 15 to the 12, and it's 1st down and 10.
That was a nice scramble there.
And good decision to pull the ball out there, too, on the read option.
All right.
1st down and 10 from the 12-yard line now for Mount Union.
You'll have enough yardage for the 1st down. It's going to be 1st and 10. The line of scrimmage will be the 12-yard line.
Under 7 minutes to go in our 3rd quarter. 56-0. Number 1 team Mount Union leading Wilmington. Two receivers far side to the right, 1 near side to the left, and the pistol is Lowry. Minnick, the tailback, takes the snap, hands it off to Minnick on the left side, trying to find some green, changes his field, and he's going to be brought down for a loss back at the 16-yard line.
Mason Minnick brought down on the play by the Quaker defense.
So a 4-yard loss,
on the stop,
2nd and 14, and they're going to kick a field goal again, as Antel will come out to kick this field goal. It will be a 33-yard field goal from the left hash.
This time on 2nd down.
He missed a 25-yarder on the last drive. This one from 33. The snap's down, the kick is up, bend over end, and that one is
good.
Through the uprights and good. 5:33 left to go in our 3rd quarter of play. It is now Mount Union 59 and Wilmington 0 as you're listening to college football action on campusnation.com. The sports animal, your home for high school and college sports.
Dreyer Physical
And another 200 hits.
Orthopedics and Sports Medicine welcomes junior athletes.
You're just
to their new
giddy
site
over
right
here about
in
these
Wilmington. It's located at the Center of Sports Sciences on the
I just want the website to stay up.
Well, I mean, Mount Union is looking for their 100th straight win.
Rehabilitation services are offered by the
Regular season win.
Dreyer Rehabilitation to all Clinton County area schools.
Guess people like our call.
Wilmington College.
They like our voices. Whispering in their ears.
Creepy, AJ. Creepy.
Downey will be in to kick this one off as Justin Lee and Gino Hinton will be back to receive this kickoff. Again, 5:33 left to go in our third quarter of play. Mount Union shutting out Wilmington 59-0 right now. And there's the kickoff. Wobbly one that'll bounce into the end zone for a touchback, and Wilmington will have it on their own 25-yard line, first down and 10.
The kickoff will go into the end zone for a touchback. Wilmington will take over first and 10 from the 25-yard line.
First down and 10, four wide receivers. Takes the snap. Now Kyle Davis is in the ball game at his tailback, and he's brought down at the line of scrimmage. No gain. Second down and 10 for Wilmington.
The ball carrier for the Quakers, number 37, Kyle Davis.
Mitchell bobbles the snap. The ball is still loose on the turf. And Wilmington, he will get it back at the 16-yard line. A loss of 9, third and 19
The snap was fumbled
for
on the play,
Wilmington
however,
now.
Wilmington does recover the ball to keep possession.
Third and 19 for Wilmington. Trips near side to the right, one receiver far side left. Davis on the right side of Brandon Mitchell on third and 19. Takes the snap. Now he's going to roll. Looking downfield, he fires it up for Lee, and it goes out of bounds, incomplete. Number 15 on coverage, Friss.
Pass intended for Justin Lee falls incomplete.
Or excuse me, that was Hodges on coverage, and now it's fourth down for Wilmington. Yep, this is punt number 10 for Wilmington today. Cole Volts will be punting from his 1-yard line, as Cox will be back to receive this punt. Nice snap. Volts gets away a high kick. That takes a bounce at the 40 and goes out of bounds. And that's where they'll mark it, at the 43-yard line. First down and 10.
Mount Union will take over first and 10. Line of scrimmage is going to be the 43.
So out comes Mount Union again after kicking a field goal on their last drive. New quarterback is number 5, Claver. 3 receivers near side left, 1 far side right. Claver takes the snap, hands it off to Aaron on first down, who tries to get it back to the original line of scrimmage and does. No gain, second down and 10.
Grant Claver in the quarterback. Ball carrier was Dwayne Aaron for the Purple Raiders.
Second down and 10 upcoming from Mount Union. 3:35 to go in the third quarter. Trips near side left, 1 receiver far side right. Claver in the pistol, Aaron behind him on second down and 10. Claver takes the snap, hands it off to Aaron on the right side, who gets it to the 40 before being stacked up by Wilmington players for a gain of 3 yards. Third and 7 upcoming for Mount Union. 3rd and 7 for Mount Union. 3 receivers near side left, 1 far side right. Claver takes the snap. He's going to pass. He throws, and it's incomplete. Good coverage by Amari Bryant on the far sideline for Wilmington. That brings up 4th down for Mount Union. Ball's on the 40. A field goal here would be a 50-plus yarder.
The Purple Raiders be facing 4th down, 7 to go.
And Claver's going to stay on the field here. 4th and 7. 4 wide, 2 on each side. Aaron, the tailback. Claver takes the snap, drops back the pass, fires, and it's incomplete. His receiver could not hold on to it as he was trying to get it to Friss. And it's a turnover on downs, and Wilmington will have the ball 1st down and 10 on their own 40-yard line. Kyle Davis is still in at tailback. 3 receivers near side right, 1 far side left, and the pistol is Mitchell. Now Davis moves to his right side. 1st and 10. The snap was almost a direct snap to Kyle Davis, but Wilmington does recover it back at the 37-yard line. A loss of 3 yards.
Fumble on the exchange. The ball was recovered by the Quakers.
2nd and 13.
Possession. The ball will be put down at the 37-yard line.
Under 2 minutes to play now in our 3rd quarter. Bunch formation for Wilmington. In the shotgun is Mitchell, takes the snap, rolling out to his right under pressure, gets rid of it as he's hit, and Justin Lee tried to come up to make the catch. Incomplete.
Pass intended for number 81, Justin Lee.
3rd down and 13. Mitchell took a shot as he threw that football. But again, he has been throwing the ball just up in the air way too many times here today.
Yeah, bad decision making as far as some of these throws that we've seen.
Third and 13. 3 receivers near side right, 1 far side left. In the shotgun is Mitchell. Davis was on his right side. Took the snap. Fires, intercepted by number 21, Lewis Berry, and he's going to take it to the house for a Mount Union touchdown.
Purple Raiders taken into the end zone, Lewis Berry.
Was trying to get it to Justin Lee. Couldn't do it. It's picked off as the ball was underthrown. And now Mount Union puts another 6 points up on the board.
Number 80, Jake Antel for the point after touchdown attempt.
Antel is in to kick this one through the uprights on the PAT. Snaps down, kick is up, end over end, and it is 66-0. Mount Union in the lead with 90 seconds to go in our 3rd quarter of play. The number 1 team in the nation rolling here at Townsend Field.
As consulting physicians for the Cincinnati Reds and your Wilmington College Quakers, Chiropractic Care is your premier chiropractic provider for sports medicine and spinal rehabilitation. If you experience neck pain, back pain, or headaches, call the office and make an appointment at 937-566-0171. Chiropractic Care of Wilmington is conveniently located on the Wilmington College campus at the Center for Sports Sciences. Get back in the game.
Gino Hinton and Justin Lee will be back to receive the kickoff from Downey after the interception returned for a touchdown. Ryan Hurst will be going in at quarterback for Wilmington after that last interception thrown by Brandon Mitchell. here goes Downey's kickoff. Nice kick. Goes into the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10, Wilmington on their own 25-yard line as the freshman Ryan Hurst will lead the team out on the field now as he'll get his first snaps of the football game.
Touchback. Wilmington will take over 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line.
It's going to be his second snap of his career. He took one last week and threw an interception.
So this is the second snap of Ryan Hurst's career. Last week he took his first snap and threw an interception. Chase Manica will be in at tailback. Hurst will be in the pistol with trips near side right. No receivers on the left. Hurst takes the snap, turns around, hands it off to Chase Manica, who's gobbled up in the backfield for a loss of 2 to the 23-yard line. 2nd down and 12.
Was number 30, Chase Manica.
Clemson handed Miami their worst loss in school history, 58-0. Second and 12. Hurst in the pistol again. Now Royal Wright goes in motion from right to left. Takes the snap, tried to pitch it to Chase Manica. It's a fumble picked up by number 2, Groves, and it's a turnover for Wilmington, their 4th of the football game. Number 10, Groves.
Recovering the fumble was number 2, Brian Groves.
1st and 10 for Mount Union on the Wilmington 18-yard line with 48 seconds to go here in our third quarter of play. 66-0.
18-yard line.
Has Claver coming back out on the field. Arkansas and Auburn double overtime. Claver takes the snap, hands it off to Aaron, and he's gobbled up back at the 20 for a loss of 2 yards. Good defense by Wilmington, getting in that backfield and tackling for a loss. It'll be 2nd and 12.
Making the stop for Wilmington for 20, C.J. Thompson.
And that's going to do it for our third quarter of play here from Townsend Field. Our score, number 1 Mount Union 66 and Wilmington 0. You're listening to us live on CampusNation.com, the sports animal, your home for high school and college sports. Be on the lookout for the video of this game tomorrow afternoon and the video of last night's football game between Clint Massey and Wilmington High School later on this evening, only on CampusNation.com. Third quarter stats. Mount Union has now eclipsed 520 total yards of offense. Wilmington has went down from to 43. Second and 12 to begin the fourth quarter of play. Claver takes the snap, hands it off to Aaron, and he's going to be brought down at the 19 for a gain of a yard. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 11. Third down, 11 yards to go now for Mount Union. As Claver's in the pistol. 2 receivers near side right, 1 far side left. Claver takes the snap, hands it off to Andrews, 20 to the 15, and he's dragged out of bounds by number 10, Sean Ruth, and that's going to be unsportsmanlike. Unnecessary roughness against him as he throws him out of bounds, and an automatic first down for Mount Union. First and goal after the penalty on the 6-yard line of Wilmington for Mount Union. Claver will be in the pistol with Aaron as the tailback. 2 receivers near side right, 1 far side left. Takes the handoff as Andrews, and he is plowed at the 3. Gain of 3 yards, second and goal. They'll bring out the field goal unit. 20-yard field goal attempt for Antel.
Coming onto the field for the field goal attempt is number 80, Jake Antel.
This one from 20 yards on the left hash. Snaps down, kicks up, end over end, and good. 13 minutes left to go in our ball game. It is now Mount Union 69 and Wilmington 0.
On the OAC scoreboard in the third quarter, John Carroll leading Capital 41-0. In the fourth quarter, Ohio Northern is leading Muskingum 42-0. Also in the fourth quarter, Heidelberg is leading Marietta by a score of 63-14.
Right. She's. well, actually, the women outnumber the men up here in the booth, don't they?
It's close.
Close.
Chase Manica and Gino Hinton will be back to receive the kickoff from Downey.
Swimming. Okay. I was going to say.
That's a high-scoring basketball game. There was no defense.
Was that meet here?
All right, Downey will kick this one off. Again, Manica and Hinton will be back to receive it.
Kicking formation for Mount Union, number 91, Austin Downey.
There's the kickoff. Take a bounce, and Manica will run up and take it at the 10 to the 15, and that's all he's going to get. Brought down by number 37, Grish.
Chase Manica returning the kickoff for the Quakers. In swimming today, Wilmington men victorious over Baldwin Wallace 131-94. The women lose to BW 134-85.
First down and 10 for Wilmington. Ball is on the 15-yard line as Justin Lee will now be in at quarterback. Number 81 for wide receivers. Gino Hinton, the tailback, as he gets the carry on first down, and he's going to be stopped for a loss at the 14-yard line. This is the third quarterback we've seen today for Wilmington out on the field. Four wide. In the pistol formation is Lee. Now Hinton moves to his left. Second and 11. Makes the pass to Arroyo Wright. Wright gets it out to the 19-yard line.
Pass is completed to number 8, Arroyo Wright.
Third and 5 upcoming for Wilmington. Four wide receivers now for Wilmington. Gino hitting the tailback on the right side of Justin Lee, who takes the snap, draws back the pass. He's going to fire. And that's going to be pass interference or defensive hold against number 7,
The pass was intended for
Sullins.
number 8, a Royal Right. We have penalty flags on the play.
So we pass interference against Mount Union, and an automatic first down for Wilmington as the ball will be on the 30-yard line. 4 wide for Justin Lee on 1st and 10. Gino moves to his left. Lee takes the snap, throws it out to Royal Wright, and Wright with good yardage out to the 36-yard line for a gain of 6. And Royal Wright's hurt.
Pass is completed to number 8, a Royal Right.
Just a reminder while we have the time here, our next broadcast will be this coming Friday. We will have the Wilmington Hurricane at the Chillicothe Cavaliers. That broadcast will start at 7:15 for our pregame, with the game to follow at 7:30. And then we're going to wrap up home Wilmington College football on the 7th of November. The Ohio Northern Polar Bears will come into Wilmington to fight the Fightin' Quakers on November the 7th. And that game, let me see. Yeah, it's a 1:15 pregame with a 1:30 start to that game. And then we go into winter sports. My favorite. I like fighting the wind and the snow.
4 wide for Justin Lee on 2nd down and 3. Takes the snap, hands it off to Gino, and he's tripped up by the turf monster at the 35-yard line. 3rd down and 5.
Maybe you should be doing color, AJ.
Four wide for Justin Lee. 3rd and 5. Gino moves to the right side of Lee, takes the snap, draws back the pass, has to get rid of it. He took a shot. He completed it to a Royal Right who came right back into the game, and a penalty flag flies in. This one might be either interference or targeting.
It's number 8, a Royal Right. The play will result in a Quakers first down in Mount Union.
So this player could be ejected from the game if this is targeting, and he'll have to sit out the first half of next week's game. Have to wait and see what the call is from the official. Good pass by Justin Lee to fit that one into a Royal Right.
Well, they're all conferring. We've got 4 of them grouped together.
Now a 5th official coming over, or 6th, I should say, official coming over.
They're probably just talking about where they're going to eat after the game.
Yeah, who knows?
They just ejected me. I'm out of the booth. There's the target.
And we have a targeting penalty.
So we had a roughing the passer and a targeting penalty, resulting in an ejection. Number 18 is going to be ejected, Antwerp, and he has to leave the game. He's going to have to go all the way in the locker room. Nope.
Wait a minute, shouldn't there be 2 penalties though?
Yeah.
Why are we not marking out the second?
As a result of the play, Wilmington will have the football first and 10.
So first and 10 at the 23-yard line of Mount Union. Justin Lee takes the snap. He's under pressure, and he's going to get sacked back at the 29-yard line.
Justin Lee brought down at the
dragged down by number 93, Breyer. And number 18 going back to the locker room after being ejected from the targeting penalty. Second down and 16 for Wilmington. Ball's on the 29-yard line. Four wide for Justin Lee. 93. You're welcome. Justin Lee took the snap, hands it off to Gino Hinton, and he's stuffed at the line of scrimmage for no gain. Brought down by number 98.
Was number 15.
Miguel Quinos. Third and 16 upcoming for Wilmington. Justin Lee's got four wide and a pistol. And now Gino's going to move to his right side. Third and 16. Back to passes. Justin Lee has a man open over the middle, but he underthrew him. Pass was intended for number 17, Gunnar Kelly, and now it's fourth down. And Wilmington's going to bring out the field goal unit. This is a long field goal for number 49, Grant Brown. A 46-yard field goal from the left hash.
Grant Brown.
This will be a career long for Brown. There's the snap. The hold's good. The kick's up end over end, and Brown pushed it to the left. Barely missed it.
Had the length.
Yeah, he did. 8:56 left to go in our ball game this evening.
Is there an echo in here?
I think there is. Mountain Union up 69-0 against Wilmington, as their offense will have another shot at it. First and 10 from their own 29-yard line.
Did they know our broadcast is copyrighted?
It is copyrighted, protected by the use of our audience. Viewer discretion.
We're getting punch drunk here, AJ.
New quarterback into the football game. It's Matt Lowry again. Lowry takes the snap, hands it off on first down to Minnick. Minnick gets it across the 30 to the 33.
Ball here for the Purple Raiders, number 6, Mason Minnick.
A gain of 4, second down and 6 upcoming for Mount Union. Clouds are moving really fast.
Yeah, it is getting a lot more overcast.
Shotgun formation for Lowry. 4 wide, 2 on each side. Minnick on his right side on second down and 6. Lowry takes the snap, fakes it to Minnick. He'll run it himself and only get to the 34-yard line. Third and 5.
Quarterback keeper by number 4, Matt Lowry of the Purple Raiders. Making the stop for the Quakers was number 20, C.J. Thompson.
Third down and 5 upcoming for Mount Union. 2 receivers near side to the right, 1 far side left. Pistol formation for Lowry. Minnick behind him, takes a snap, play action, under pressure, and he's gobbled. Man, he just got ate up by number 99 for Wilmington, Scott.
Number 99 for the Quakers, Taquan Scott with the quarterback sack.
He had breakfast, lunch, and dinner on that sack.
Right, that was good defense.
Fourth and long.
As a result of the play, the Purple Raiders will be facing fourth down.
I think this is their second punt of the ball game.
Punt formation for
as Perea will be back to receive the punt. As Snyder will be in to punt this one away. Perea standing back on his own 34-yard line.
Looks like the wind is picking up. Getting some gusts.
Some whistles, and I think a timeout by Mount Union.
Well, we know that rain was coming in. We saw the weather radar.
6:57 to go in the ball game. Mount Union takes their first time out of the half with 6:57 left.
ready for action again.
Snyder's in to kick this one off. Or punt this one, I should say. Snap, low punt. That'll go out of bounds at the 47. First down and 10 for Wilmington. Ball is in Mount Union territory at the 47-yard line with 6:47 left to go.
Wallace leading Otterbein 48-14.
The rain begins to fall again.
Marietta 63-14. Ohio Northern leads Muskingum 42-0. And just starting the fourth quarter, John Carroll leading Capital 41-6.
Mainly on the plane.
Bringing out your computer. Eric Flynn in a tailback for Wilmington behind Justin Lee in the pistol formation. He's got 4 wide receivers, 2 on each side. Takes the snap. It's an option play. He pitches it. Perea, the ball is still loose, and Justin Lee comes back and falls on it, but a huge loss on the play. Back to the Wilmington 44-yard line. I think Justin maybe should have kept that ball. He pitched it a little too high as he was trying to get it to Perea. Second down and long upcoming for Wilmington. Second and 19. 4 wide again for Justin Lee. Eric Flynn standing on his left side in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Pump fakes, fires. This one's completed to Perea to the 49-yard line of Wilmington.
The reception for the Quakers, number 82, Giovanni Perea.
3rd and 15 for Wilmington. 7. Third down, 15 yards to go for Wilmington here. Pistol set, 4 wide receivers. Eric Flynn goes to the left side of Justin Lee, who's in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Fires the screen, which is completed at the line of scrimmage to number 17, Gunnar Kelly. 4th down.
Gunnar Kelly.
Turf made the tackle.
Number 11.
As a result of the play, Quakers be facing 4th down. Coming into the game for the Quakers, number 87.
Cole Volts will be in to punt this one away. This is punt number 11 for Wilmington today. They'll tie the record for punts in a football game by a Wilmington football team.
3 other times.
Takes the snap, gets rid of it. It's got some backspin on it. Nice punt. As that one will be inside the 20. Nice punt by Volts as the ball goes out of bounds at the 14-yard line, where Mount Union's offense will come right back out onto the field with 4 minutes and 28 seconds to go in the ball game. Wilmington down 69-0.
It's been done. It's now been done 4 times in school history. 3 against Mount Union.
Do we actually want to say that?
What is this?
Number 2 is in at quarterback. Paykoff. And Minnick will get the carry on first down. He gets it out across the 15 to the 16.
Number 2, Nick Paykoff for the Purple Raiders.
Somebody's headgear fell off. They'll have to come out of the game for 1 play. And that is Minnick. Gain of 3 yards, 2nd down and 7 upcoming for Mount Union. Two receivers lined up near side right, 1 far side left. The snap, the handoff goes to Aaron.
Ball carrier for the Purple Raiders, number 23, Dwayne Aaron.
No gain, 3rd and 7. Under 3.5 minutes to go in our ball game, and Mount Union looking to make their regular season winning streak go to 100 games. Trips near side right, one receiver far side left. Peikoff in the gun. Takes the snap. He's back to pass, under pressure, and he's sacked. Number 20 on the sack.
Number 2, Nick Peikoff.
Nope, excuse me, number 90 on the sack for Wilmington. Ryan Prince.
Quarterback sack.
4th down, and they're going to have to punt this one away. Perea will be back to receive the punt.
I wonder if that rain is cold or if it's... yeah.
Snyder will be in, punting this one away. He's standing in his own end zone. Perea back on the Mount Union 49-yard line. There's the snap. Punt is away. It's a line drive kick. Perea's going to run up, act like he's going to pick it up, but he's not. It's going to roll across the 45 and be down at the 46 of Mount Union.
The punt will roll dead to the 46-yard line. Wilmington will take over 1st and 10.
2 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the ball game, but Wilmington's offense will have another shot at it here to try to prevent being shut out. In a game that makes history for Mount Union. Kyle Davis in at tailback. Justin Lee still the quarterback. Trips the near side left, one far side right. In the pistol is Justin Lee. Takes the snap. Tries to fit it over there to number 17, Kelly. It's incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Second down and 10. Tight formation. Davis goes to the left side of Justin Lee. Takes it. He's going to pitch it to Davis. And Davis is going to be wrapped up in the backfield back at the 49-yard line for a loss of 3 yards. 3rd down and 13 upcoming for the Quakers.
Ball carrier for the Quakers, number 37, Kyle Davis.
They need to get it down to the Mount Union 34-yard line to pick up a 1st down. Pistol set. 4 wide, 2 receivers on each side. Davis moves to the right side of Justin Lee here on 3rd down. Lee takes the snap, drops back the pass, fires over the middle, man open, completed to number 17, Gunnar Kelly. That is a 1st down for Wilmington to the 29-yard line.
That was a very nice pass.
1st down.
Clock running. Wilmington hurries to the line, trips to the left, 1 receiver far side right. Lee takes the snap, fires.
Oh, almost
that
intercepted.
one almost intercepted. Incomplete. Number 21 came up, Lewis Berry, to try to intercept that ball. He has 1 already. 2nd down and 10. 1:05 left to go in the ball game.
42-7, 42-6, I should say. It's Heidelberg leading Marietta 63-14. In the 4th quarter, Baldwin Wallace leads Otterbein 55-21.
Shotgun formation, 4 wide receivers for Justin Lee. Kyle Davis standing on his right side on 2nd and 10. Lee takes the snap, drops back the pass, going up for Brandon Mitchell. This time, it's intercepted. The 2nd interception today by Lewis Berry.
Pass is intercepted by the Purple Raiders.
And he is down at the 1-yard line. So 1st and 10 from the 1-yard line for Mount Union's offense with 57 seconds to go in the ball game.
Be tough to lose a shutout if you ended up with a safety, wouldn't it?
Right. It's Pakoff in at quarterback. 1st and 10 in the pistol. Takes it, hands it off, and they get a little bit of a breathing room out to the 3. 2-yard pickup for Mount Union.
Dwayne Aaron on the carry.
2nd down and 8. They need to run at least one more play. And they're going to line up in victory formation and take a knee. Takes the snap, takes the knee. And that's going to do it here this afternoon. Mount Union extending their winning streak in the regular season to 100 games. Wilmington falling to 1-6 on the season, and Mount Union will improve to 7-0 and hold their number one ranking for another week.
I would imagine so.
We'll get our stats here shortly. Our final score, Mount Union 69, Wilmington 0.
Next week, the Quakers will be on the road. They travel to Tiffin to take on Heidelberg. Kickoff at 1:30. Next home action will be on November the 7th against the Ohio Northern Polar Bears. Kickoff will be at 1:30 here at Williams Stadium. On behalf of Wilmington College, we thank you for.
Well, one thing I've got to say, these fans, they weathered the storm, they weathered the rain, they weathered the wind, they stuck around.
Wilmington has 3 games remaining now. Next week they'll be at Heidelberg. On the 7th, they'll have senior day here at home against Ohio Northern. They'll finish the year on the 14th of November at Muskingum. Mount Union's got 3 games left. They play Otterbein at home next week, Baldwin Wallace on the 7th, and they finish the year with conference foe John Carroll, who's ranked 18th right now in the nation. So that could be another huge matchup, normally a close game when those two teams get together.
And then our next broadcast will be this Friday. We will be in Chillicothe as the Cavaliers host the Hurricane for a October 30th game. This coming Friday, the game will kick off with our pregame at 7:15 and the kickoff for the game at 7:30. Another SCOL game that will finish the season for Wilmington and Chillicothe. Hopefully Wilmington will come up with a win and match their season from last year at 8-2.
So the final stats here, Mount Union had 25 first downs today, 6 for Wilmington. They ran the ball 51 times, 210 yards. Wilmington ran it 24 for a -58. Mount Union had a total of 323 passing yards. Wilmington 145. And total offense, 533 yards of offense for Mount Union. Wilmington was held under 100 total yards with 87. Wilmington was 3 of 18 on third downs. They punted 11 times. And Mount Union was 5 of 10 on third downs. And also, Mount Union was 80% in the red zone, going 8 of 10. Logan Nemeth was the leading rusher today for Mount Union. 10 carries of 74 yards and a touchdown. Tyrese Scott, again, was 11 for 12 through the air, 254 yards passing, 5 touchdowns. Matt Lowry went 5 of 7 for 69 yards. And Jordan Hargrove had 4 catches, 95 yards and a touchdown on the day as well. Eric Flynn, 2 carries, 2 yards. Gino Hinton, 3 carries, 0 yards. Ryan Hurst, 1 carry, 0 yards. Chase Manica, 6 carries for 2 yards. All of them netting negative yardage. Brandon Mitchell was 9 of 29, 3 interceptions, 80 yards on the day. Justin Lee, 6 of 10, 1 pick and 65 yards total. Royal Wright was the leading receiver with 5 catches of 96 yards, and Justin Lee had 5 catches of 19 yards. And again, your final score, Mount Union 69 and Wilmington 0.
Well, I guess that concludes another Wilmington College broadcast. So this is Rick Phillips for AJ Ganger and Rachel Hargrave on our camera. We're going to be signing off and heading out. Good day, everybody.